Hey everyone, it's Dana here with Love Sola Flowers, and we are doing our Thursday late night tutorial. If you catch us on a replay, you are welcome to ask questions along with the video, and we will just come back and answer you through replying to your questions. So if you catch it on replay, if you guys are earlier sleepers, I understand that. So when you catch it on the replay, let us know you're watching. And again, you can ask just as many questions, even on replay, as you do live. But if you are here live, hello. We are going to do a little series about baby stuff, because last week I did a basket with a garland on it to put a baby in. And so I got a lot of questions. Hey, Cindy. I got a lot of questions about baby stuff. So we are going to do a few week series of baby stuff. Today we're going to do just a typical headband. Hi. I see you all popping on. So yeah, so we're going to do a basic headband tonight. Next week we're going to do like one of those teeny tiny headbands or the slippers. I'm going to do a lace. Hey Tracy. I'm going to do a lace flip-flop slipper thing. So, but I'm going to do a couple weeks of baby stuff since a lot of you guys either have babies, no babies, or can sell to babies. Not sell to the actual babies, sell to the mommies of babies. So, we are going to do the regular headband tonight. We did post in our group just the picture, but we haven't really announced it yet. But we are having a sale on lovesolaflowers.com. It is 60% off of regular Sola flowers, 25% off of our fillers and our Fifth Avenue collection. The code is Spring60. Okay, so this one does need a code. Hi, Callie. So the code again is Spring60. It's 60% off of regular Sola flowers, and then the 25% off of the fillers and the Fifth Avenue collection. That's automatic. You don't need any type of coupon code for that. So that is what sale is going on. Now, if you don't get notifications of our sales, make sure you sign up for email and texts. The email has not gone out yet, so you guys are hearing about the sale first here live, but it's 60% off right now. Oh, Cindy, that was so fun. Yeah, so we're going to show you where all of the different supplies I've got, but it's going to be fun because I love babies. And I am actually having a baby model. I'm going to sport all the things that I'm making. And it's going to be cute. She's going to be in the basket. And I'm going to have her headpiece. And I'm going to have her slippers. And it's going to be super cute. And it'll give you just kind of how it looks on an actual being when I'm done. So that shoot is actually coming up soon. We just have been having crazy weather. It's been super, super windy and stormy in New Jersey. I don't know where you guys are from, but the weather here is not so nice yet. I know, Tracy. But we do have lots of frequent sales. So you don't worry if you miss a sale, or you have to not participate in every single sale, because we do have lots and lots of sales, so you'll be able to catch them. Hi, Christina. So yeah, so we're gonna start with our baby headband. Again, 60% off right now, but we're gonna be starting our baby series. Because babies, other than my work here and my own kids, babies are my favorite thing in the world. Hi, Elsie. Okay, so this is just a ruler. I have a ruler. And then let me show you about the lace. What? Snow? Oh my word, I know. Snow is getting so much later. We used to have snow like in November and December, and now we're getting it like in March, April, and May, which is just so crazy. Tracy, we do have Afterpay, which lets you split it up into different payments too. Hi, Stephanie. Okay, let me show you the lace I'm using. Now, I wanted to use this thick lace. If you have a teenier baby, like a very, very newborn type baby, you might want to use a thinner. Let me see what size this one is. This is 2.5 inches. So the baby that I'm using, I think is about 9 months old. So I like it to be a little thicker. Again, what I'm building today isn't using just minis. It's going to be actually one of those big, you know how we use absurdly big headbands on these babies today? But it's going to be super comfortable because this is super soft. So it's not going to, even though it's big, it's not going to be uncomfortable. Right? It's like crazy weather, like storms, lightnings, and then the next day is like 80. It's just so weird. Anyway, the lace that I'm using, it's called stretch lace, okay? I get mine on Amazon. If you want to look on Amazon as well, you're just going to type in the search bar, stretch lace. You want to make sure it's stretchy, okay? Because that's the whole point. That's what will make it comfortable on a baby's head, okay? Hi. So it's stretch lace. Let me show you the brand I have here. This actually says blush, but it's really not blush color, so I'm not really sure why it says that. This is the brand I have. It's backwards, so I will just read it to you, and upside down. Called Celebrate It. That's what the brand is. Celebrate It by Aria. So, and then, but make sure it says, like it says spandex in it. So, right, it's like these babies have these big old things in their head. But I love it. I think it's so cute. I used to put bows on my daughter's head, but they used to be the kind that like dig into their poor little head. But this is super squishy. So anyway, elastic. Make sure it is stretch lace. Again, we want this to be comfortable on our little bitty baby's heads, especially if it's a newbornish size. But you can just literally type in stretch lace and it'll show, but make sure you read the description to make sure it is. Or Hobby Lobby, Michael's craft places, you can go and you can feel it and you can see where it is. I believe I've gotten stretch lace at Michael's as well, so I know that they have it. Now, the standard size for babies' headbands is 12 inches, okay? If it's a super duper newborn, you might want to go smaller than that, but again, it stretches. So I've got my ruler, and I'm gonna go a little bit longer than 12 inches. Yes, I do, Callie. I use it on bouquet handles because it never wrinkles, because you can stretch it, and it never like makes that weird bunchy on bouquet handles. So I use stretch lace for like every time I use lace. Anyway, I'm gonna go a little bit longer than 12 inches because I gotta overlap it when I glue it. The scissors, not very strong. I need to get a new scissor, like a really good scissor, but I just tried to buy these and they aren't so great. Okay, so I did 12 inches with a little bit of space. Again, guys, if you're just joining, make sure you do this on stretch lace. You don't want to try to shove down hard lace on a baby's head. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to loop this around, okay? And I'm gonna do just a little bit of an overlap, okay? Now, if you are nervous to burn yourself, because it kind of does burn yourself because it's lace, you might want to put maybe like a cup in here so that you have it to where you can press down. But I'm kind of so used to touching hot glue that although it hurts, I just am kind of used to it. So, but you can do it around a cup or a bowl or something like that. Okay. So I just sealed the edges. Again, a little overlap. Oh, Shelly, I know your grandbaby is so cute. I love looking at your pictures of babies because I don't have babies anymore. My daughter's 13, my son is 10. Both their birthdays are in August, so it's been a long time since I did the baby thing. But I love, love, love babies. Okay, so that is what we've got. Okay. Again, this is the average size. This is like when you go on like Etsy and you buy a headband, they do 12 inches. So if you're wanting just to do standard, you should just do the 12 inches. Again, if you're making it like for yourself and your own bitty baby, if it's a super newborn, you could probably go smaller. But a lot of times for pictures, even if it's a little loose, kind of just prop it on their heads anyway. So again, and this is good for newborn photographers as well. And that way they can get, you know, some props for that too. Oh. Okay, so now that we have it creased over, we're going to start with our greenery. So whenever we do something like this, we always need to build a base of greenery first because that's what our flowers will stick to. No, that's crazy, don't say that. It's so funny because we have new kittens, and not new, now they're almost a year old, but we have kittens. And my daughter said she's the mom and I'm the grandmom. And I thought that was so like, I'm like, no, I can't even say it. No. Okay, so again, I'm gonna be building right where I made my crease because obviously we wanna cover that. So I'm gonna take some leaves. This is a faux seeded eucalyptus. It's better to use these faux greeneries for babies, especially because obviously if they move their heads and stuff, the real you know, is more prone to breakage. So you at least want this base to be faux. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just build a little greenery base here. And I'm literally just putting a dot of glue on the back of my leaf. Yes, this is what I use for my wrist corsages too when I do lace, all this stretch stuff. It can be, because then you can tie it, okay? So basically the way I'm making this baby headband is basically the same way as I make a lace stretchy corsage too, so. Okay. It's actually exactly the same way, except I made it a circle instead of tying it at the wrist. And again, if you wanted to do a skinnier lace, you could do that too. So I just made this little leafy base. I'm probably going to use this one too, maybe like here, so it's off to one side. And then that way, this silk greenery, your flowers are going to stick to it and really seal itself in. Now, again, I am just burning my fingers because I'm just kind of, I don't know, I have to go so fast to do orders all day that I just am used to burning my fingers. But if you do not want to burn your fingers, you could even do, here, look. Let's use this just so that we can show you. You can use, I'm going to use my spool, but you can use a cup or a plate or something like that so that you don't have to burn your fingers, because the glue does go through the lace. Here, I'll do it like that, okay? So again, you can use maybe the back of a cup. You can use anything you want. I actually bought, I've been doing so many headpieces lately. I bought myself a fake head, and it's kind of creepy, and I went on Amazon and literally typed in, you know, like head, and I wanted some hair because I want to take pictures, but like all the faces were really creeping me out. So I just went with the fake head that had the least creepy face, but they're all pretty creepy because they're plastic. And it just kind of, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to want this sitting in my house looking at me. But it has, you know, hair and everything. And it was only like $16. But I make so many headpieces, and I also need to take pictures of my headpieces, that I thought, you know, it was something I needed to do, because I could just build it then on the fake head as opposed to trying to do it. And then I constantly put it on my own head, and I feel like I look so dumb that I can't even see if I like it or not. So now I have a head. Okay, so I have a 2-inch flower. The one that I'm doing today, it's a 2-inch flower. This is a 2-inch New Beauty. I have a 1.5-inch bird rose. And then I have a 1.5-inch New Beauty small guy. Now, some of these, when I dyed these, some of these petals went a little rogue, but I'm just trimming them off. So what you want to do is, you know, the bottom, you don't want to go too close to the string because you don't want it to untie, but I do like to flatten them out. Yeah, it's like a Barbie head. I do like to flatten the back side out so there's not like a big stemmy type part. Okay, so I always start with my biggest flower, and I'm going to, see how I have greenery kind of coming out the one side? I'm going to lean it a little bit on its side. So I'm going to put the glue on the side of the flower and lean it against the greenery. Okay, so I'm going to just load that up. And it'll be so cute. So I'm just using 3 flowers for this. Obviously, you can use, if you want one of those really, you know, sometimes they have those really big things. You can use, here, let me show you. This one was the other one I did too, but I'm gonna just grab a 3-inch flower just to show you. Like, you can have those big flowers because that's what people do to their babies these days. I'm just saying that's just what people do. But I'm doing a 2-inch and 2 minis is what I'm doing. So I have mine kind of tilted to its side, glued already there, and I'm gonna take my other little baby, and again, I'm gonna glue it a little bit on its side, and I'm going to press it up against my other one, okay? And I let the glue kind of drip down to the bottom too, because obviously I want it to glue to the lace as well, but I want it on the side so that it not only seals itself to the bottom, but that it seals itself to the other flower. And then I'm gonna take my third one, and I'm gonna glue that little back, and I'm just gonna fit it right in there. And that is like the basics of it. You could actually leave it like this if you didn't want to go any more filler, but I like to use filler, especially when I'm doing a photo shoot. And a lot of times you can do these things for the holidays, and everybody likes to take lots of pictures of the holidays. So adding the extra fillers and stuff, just be conscious, you know, that it's going to be on a baby. So maybe you don't want things that could be scratchy, especially if they can grab their heads, like as pretty as pearls and stuff are. Make sure if you glue them in that there's no little wires, you know, poking out anywhere. Again, these are going on little baby heads, so we just want to make sure that we don't have wires or anything else sticking out. So this is just the basics. Again, if you were making a corsage, you could literally, it could be the same thing. Okay, and you would tie it. You wouldn't loop it, obviously. You would have a tie, and so you could actually make corsages the same way. But we are talking all about babies. We're doing babies for the next, I think, 3 weeks. I think I have 3 tutorials that I want to show. But remember too that we are having the sale right now, 60% off on lovesolaflowers.com on regular Sola flowers. The code, I have webs. The code is spring60 for the 60% off. And it's 25% off of the fillers and the Fifth Avenue, and you don't need a code for that. Now we're gonna, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit, and I've got some like little filler type greeneries. Again, I'm using faux for this part just because, you know, babies move and stuff, and so using real greenery might make it a little difficult because it breaks a little easier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go between my little flowers, and I'm gonna put in like my little filler greens. Okay, so we did a base of leaves. And now we're going to take our little, let's see if this is too far. Oh, that's good. So now we're just going to glue in our little filler greens. And then I have some cute little colored things I want to put in there. Okay, so I just put those in between the flowers. So if you find a gap between flowers, that's usually the best place. I wonder if I can even pull this over my head to show you when I'm done. We'll try. My head's not probably 12 inches, but we'll see. We'll see if I could like just kind of show you what it would look like. Okay, I have pink bunny tails, and I'm just going to break the heads off of these. And I thought this would be just cute. This would be really cute. The filler is just some faux cheapy green, I think, somewhere. Again, I'm not using too expensive preserved fillers on something for a baby. These are real. These are bunny tails. We do have them in the natural color on our website, but these are the pink. And again, I like to, got stuck on that thing. I like to go in between the flowers. And when you do something with 2 pieces, the best thing to do, instead of taking 2 things and separating them on completely different sides, is you make a little V. So in the natural plant world, things usually grow in like a V. So as you can see, I did my little bunny tails in a V little formation there. Okay. I know, Elsie has new twin grandbabies. All right, so this is baby's breath. And I'm just going to use the tips, and I'm just going to fill in some of my little holes here. So I put it there. I think I'm going to put on this side and in the middle. So with baby's breath, you're just going to pull the heads off where the blooms are, and I make little bundles. Let me show you. And I put the hot glue, and I make my little bundle. It's so fun when you make it for babies. I can't wait to get these pictures taken. Actually, the mom of the baby that I'm shooting is having another baby, and it's going to be a girl as well. So she did them right in a row, so it'll be cute to be sisters. So it'll be cute. Then I can do matching ones for them when they come. But I love photo shoots. If you're in our community group, which is facebook.com/groups/Sola Facebook.com/Love Sola Flowers. You can see that I love to do photo shoots with our flowers. They're the perfect thing, accessory to any single thing you can think of. You can make anything out of these Sola flowers. Like, I have learned from all the shoots that I do that you can literally make anything, which is so great because once you make it, you have them, you know, every year. So, you know, I saw some people made some Easter bonnets. You don't have to make something every year. You can literally make it once, store it in your basement or garage where it's nice and cool, but make sure it's dry if you are going to store it, and then pull it out. Okay, so I just put baby's breath basically in every crevice. I have it in my hair, I think. I have something in my hair. Every crevice that I had left. So these glue strings are something. Okay, so you see the bunny tails, and then I put baby's breath in every little gap, and I have my greens. Let me see if I can pull this over my head. This might be, I don't think so. Wait, hold on. It's pretty stretchy. Let me see if I can do it. Let's see how I work them. Okay. All right. No! Okay, it's like a boomerang. Hold on. All right, let me try one more time so you can just see what it looks like. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, look like one of those. This is what babies. Actually, that is what babies look like when it's like all over. When it's all over their face. No joke. Babies look so silly these days. This looks really good, but babies look so silly because it's always in their eye or something. But let me just hold it. Okay. So as you can see, this is what it would look like on a baby, except much cuter. But at least you can see it upright. Because when I have my fake head, I'm going to use my fake head instead of my own head. But just so you can see, you can even make them for yourself if you want to go for that hippies look. But you might want to use more than 12 inches because this is 12 inches and it's ready to like spring off. Okay, so we'll keep this for baby size, okay? So if you want it for your own size or for an older daughter, if you have a preteen who will still wear things like flowers in their hair, you could definitely measure their head and do it. And again, this is how you would also make a corsage, except you wouldn't obviously make a loop. You would have it hanging to tie it. Okay, so this is a double duty tutorial. Corsage and a headband all in one. But this is going to be for the babies. The hot glue, because it's lace, it kind of soaks through that fabric. And it really, really sticks pretty hard. I mean, it doesn't peel off or anything like that. Just regular hot glue is strong enough. I mean, you can flick it and it's not going to go anywhere. So again, we did a base of leafy greens. Then we did our 3 flowers. I have a 2-inch and 2 minis, which are 1.5 inches. And then I had a filler green and a couple cutesy greens that I fill in my gaps just to make it a little extra special. Again, I would not suggest you using preserved or dried greenery that could break because, you know, if a baby's knocking their head, you don't want it to be like falling down on them. This baby's breath is preserved. It's a preserved baby's breath. It doesn't really flake, but the leafy parts would break if they grab it. So that is it. That's baby headband number 1. Again, we're going to do a little series of baby stuff. The next couple of weeks, we're going to do another tiny headband that goes all the way around, and then we're going to do little like, they're lace flip-flops. I don't know how else to explain them. They're like little booties, but they're made out of lace, and it's super cute, and we'll put a little flower on it. And then, yeah, that's it. So our sale again, lovesolaflowers.com. It is Spring60 is the coupon code. It'll get you 60% off of regular Sola flowers. The 5th Avenue collection and our fillers are 25% off, but you do not need a coupon code. I can't wait to show you photos of this on a cute little baby head, cute little baby face, in the little basket we made last time. So if you didn't check out our tutorial last week, we did a basket with a garland with flowers that you can use for so many different things. Watch that video. And please join our community group if you are not a part of that. That is facebook.com/group/lovesolaflowers. We will see you next week. All right, bye guys.